Imagine a place where active volcanoes coexist with paradisiacal beaches, where ancient pyramids hold the secrets of lost civilizations, and a modern metropolis pulses at 7,350 feet above sea level. This is Mexico, the land where the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs left its eternal mark. Picture a territory where mysterious underwater museums with hundreds of sculptures blend into an extraordinary marine ecosystem, where centuries-old churches rise from volcanic ashes, and Maya cities reveal astronomical knowledge that still fascinates scientists today. A country where every dish tells millennia-old stories, where chocolate left by the Aztecs transforms into culinary masterpieces, and where the sound of mariachis echoes between modern skyscrapers and ancient languages. From the depths of its majestic canyons to the eternal snow-capped peaks, from white sandy beaches to seven-colored lagoons, from tropical forests to the striking northern deserts, Mexico is a land of extremes that challenges our imagination. Get ready to dive deep into the wonders of Mexico, as what you've seen so far is just the first chapter of this extraordinary story. Natural and architectural wonders. Our journey through Mexico begins in the crystal-clear waters of the Gulf of Mexico, one of the richest marine nurseries in the world. During the winter months, the warm waters of this vast ocean transform into a true spectacle of nature, with the arrival of marine species. Alongside them, playful dolphins welcome us to an adventure through the natural richness of this fascinating country. Sailing through these waters, we reach San Benedicto Island in Colima, a renowned destination for divers, especially at the dive site known as the Boiler, famous for encounters with rays, whale sharks, and abundant marine life. The volcanic rock formations tell the story of a turbulent past that shaped the island's current landscape. Continuing along the coast, we arrive at the stunning Laguna Bacalar, also known as the Lagoon of Seven Colors, a natural wonder located in the state of Quintana Roo. This natural marvel, fed by underground cenotes, invites us to dive into its crystal-clear waters that change color with depth. Our next stop is the mystical Isla Mujeres, which once served as a center for the worship of the Maya goddess Ixchel, symbol of conception and fertility. Among its white sand beaches and turquoise waters, we find the fascinating underwater museum of art, Musa, housing over 500 submerged sculptures, blending art and marine conservation. Changing the scenery dramatically, we venture into the country's interior, where the ancient church of San Juan Parangaricutiro rises from volcanic ashes. The tower and part of the altar, which withstood the eruption of Paracutin volcano in 1943, tell a dramatic story of survival. In Tulum, we witness the perfect harmony between history and nature. The Maya ruins, perched on 40-foot-high cliffs, dominate the Caribbean Sea, creating one of the most breathtaking landscapes in Mexico. The El Castillo Temple, strategically positioned, still evokes its original function as a lighthouse for Maya navigators. Our journey continues at the majestic pyramids of Teotihuacán, where the imposing Pyramid of the Sun rises to about 213 feet in height. This monument, built approximately 1,800 years ago, reflects the mathematical precision and ingenuity of the ancient Mesoamerican peoples, who used over 2.5 million tons of materials in its construction. Chichén Itzá transports us to the heart of the Maya Empire with its towering Kukulcán pyramid. During the equinoxes, a unique light and shadow spectacle creates the illusion of a serpent descending the pyramid's steps. This archaeological complex, considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, reveals the extraordinary astronomical and mathematical knowledge of the Maya. In Tulum, luxurious resorts blend seamlessly with the natural landscape, where underground cenotes create a surreal world of crystal-clear pools. These unique geological formations, considered sacred by the Maya, offer visitors the experience of swimming in turquoise waters surrounded by ancient rock formations. The combination of modern comfort with these natural wonders has transformed the region into one of Mexico's most exclusive destinations. Traveling to the Pacific coast, we arrive in Acapulco, a city that captivated Hollywood stars in the 1950s. Here, the daring divers of La Quebrada preserve a tradition dating back to 1934, diving from the towering 115-foot cliffs. In Cabo San Lucas, we witness the dramatic meeting between the desert and the sea. The majestic El Arco rises from the Pacific waters, while in winter, gray whales turn the area into their natural nursery. Venturing even further into the sea, we reach the remote Socorro Island, an authentic marine sanctuary located 373 miles from the coast. In these crystal-clear waters, we find one of the largest concentrations of giant manta rays on the planet, gliding alongside hammerhead sharks and dolphins. Among the mountains of Puebla, we discover the Cascada de Atlahuitzia, located in the Zongolica region of Veracruz. This waterfall, also known as Velo de Novia, due to the appearance of its waterfall, stands at an impressive height of approximately 328 feet. In Chiapas, the Roberto Barrios waterfalls charm us with their 7 interconnected falls, forming natural turquoise pools perfect for a refreshing swim. Small caves hidden behind the falls await adventurers for a unique exploration, while the imposing Chiapas jungle completes this paradisiacal setting. The majestic Grijalva River winds through the impressive Sumidero Canyon, where rock walls rise to over 3,280 feet. On the banks, American crocodiles rest tranquilly, while tropical birds fill the sky with color, enriching this geological wonder with vibrant life. Our adventure takes us to the paradisiacal island of Cozumel, rising from the turquoise waters of the Caribbean, protected by the majestic Mesoamerican Barrier Reef, the second largest in the world. In this aquatic sanctuary, more than 250 species of tropical fish glide gracefully among the corals, painting the crystal-clear waters that embrace this green jewel with life and color. The iconic San Felipe de Bacalar fort, built in 1729, stands as an imposing guardian of the stunning lagoon of 7 blue tones. From its centuries-old walls, which once faced fierce battles against pirates, we are gifted with an unforgettable view. The sunset paints the horizon with golden and blue hues, eternally capturing the magic of this historic place. The majestic Basilica of Guadalupe, one of the most visited shrines in the world, welcomes us with its impressive architecture that blends colonial and modern elements. This important pilgrimage site houses the revered image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, a symbol of faith and identity for millions of devotees. The iconic Chapultepec Castle transports us to the imperial era of Mexico. Built atop a sacred hill for the Aztecs, this palace once housed emperors and presidents. Today, it is home to the National Museum of History, offering not only a dive into the past, but also a breathtaking view of the vibrant Mexico City. The majestic Tamul waterfall captivates us with its 345-foot drop, where a veil of emerald waters cascades through lush vegetation. This natural spectacle creates one of the most fascinating and memorable landscapes of San Luis Potosí, perfect for nature and adventure lovers. Hidden in the lush jungle of Chiapas, the Misolha waterfall reveals a stunning 115-foot curtain of water. Behind the fall, a secret cave invites visitors to explore and admire this natural wonder from a unique perspective, making the experience even more magical. The imposing Popocatépetl volcano, standing at 17,800 feet, majestically dominates the horizon. This active giant, which regularly emits smoke, is a powerful reminder of the natural forces that have shaped the landscape and history of this region. The magnificent Santo Domingo Cathedral in Oaxaca is a masterpiece of Mexican colonial Baroque. Its richly sculpted facade and stunning interior, adorned with gold leaf, reflect the grandeur and splendor of colonial religious architecture, making it an unmatched landmark. The imposing Palacio de Bellas Artes in Mexico City enchants with its architecture that harmonizes Art Nouveau and Art Deco styles. Inside, murals by renowned Mexican artists such as Diego Rivera turn this building into not only an architectural icon, but also a true temple of art and culture. Maruata Beach in Michoacán is a preserved paradise. Its emerald waters and golden sands serve as an important nesting point for sea turtles, offering a stunning and unique natural spectacle that delights visitors and contributes to the preservation of these species. The small and charming Colomitos Beach welcomes us with its calm waters in a picturesque, sheltered cove. The limited access, available only by boat or trail, preserves its natural beauty, offering a serene retreat for visitors. Our journey takes us to the crater of the active El Chichén volcano in Chiapas. The fumaroles emanating from the volcano remind us of the terrifying 1982 eruption, when a massive explosion covered the region with clouds of ash and volcanic rocks. The collapse of houses and the destruction of infrastructure left deep scars in the local community and a lasting environmental impact. The Basilica of the Most Holy Sacrament in Guadalajara impresses with its neo-Gothic architecture. Its colorful stained glass windows create a light show in the sacred interior, enhancing the spiritual atmosphere of the temple. The Montebello Lakes in Chiapas form a set of about 59 multicolored lakes. Each lake displays distinct hues due to the mineral composition of its waters, the surrounding vegetation, and the refraction of sunlight, creating a stunning natural landscape. The coastal city of Mahahual preserves the charm of an old fishing village. Its coral reef hosts calm waters, perfect for kayaking and snorkeling. In Boca de Tomatlan, Puerto Vallarta, we find a small hidden paradise. This fishing village serves as a gateway to isolated beaches, accessible only by boat. Noteworthy are the Mexican coastal highways that wind along the shore, offering stunning ocean views. With every curve, a new landscape reveals itself between cliffs and beautiful beaches. In Veracruz, the Chachalacas Dunes form a unique setting where sand borders slide down the dunes, creating an experience reminiscent of snowboarding. The contrast between the sandy desert and the sea creates a surreal environment. The International Hot Air Balloon Festival, held in León, Guanajuato, transforms the Mexican sky into a colorful canvas. Hundreds of balloons float, creating an unforgettable visual spectacle. The Zócalo Square, in the historic center of Mexico City, is the pulsating heart of the city, surrounded by historic monuments such as the Metropolitan Cathedral. Covering an area of 612,630 square feet, it is one of the largest squares in the world. In addition to being an important political and cultural center, the Zócalo is a vibrant meeting point for locals and tourists alike. In the Chachoben archaeological zone, ancient Mayan structures emerge from the jungle. Pyramid-shaped temples, over 1,400 years old, reveal the stories of an extraordinary civilization. The world-famous Cancun Beach stretches for miles with white sand and waters in varying shades of blue, captivating visitors from all over the world. The serene Playa Mato in Jalisco welcomes us with miles of golden sand. Surrounded by lush mountains, This preserved beach maintains its wild nature and tranquility intact. In Expuja, on the Riviera Maya, we find a Caribbean paradise with calm and crystal clear waters. Located about 20 minutes from Playa del Carmen, it offers activities like snorkeling, kayaking, and diving. It's a popular destination for those seeking contact with nature and a less touristy atmosphere. Holbox is another paradisiacal island that enchants with its white sand beaches and crystal clear waters. The lack of cars and the tranquility of the place make it the perfect destination for those seeking rest and connection with nature. A popular and eco-friendly alternative for getting around Holbox are golf carts. Many hotels offer this service to their guests, and you can also rent them to explore the island. The Guadalajara Cathedral stands majestically with its pointed Gothic towers. Its stained glass windows and Baroque altars tell the story of Spanish colonization. The secluded Tehuacán beach, hidden among cliffs, offers a peaceful retreat. Its restaurants serve fresh seafood caught daily. En Medio Island, located in Veracruz, is a hidden gem in the Gulf of Mexico. Famous for its white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and surrounded by coral reefs, it is a paradise for diving and snorkeling, offering rich marine biodiversity. Small and isolated, the island is a perfect refuge for those seeking tranquility and a connection with nature. Beyond the small beach at Boca de Tomatlan, Puerto Vallarta reveals itself as a vibrant paradise of culture and natural beauty. In the city's port, massive cruise ships bring visitors to explore the enchanting beaches, the historic Malecón, and the iconic Church of Our Lady of Guadalupe, an unforgettable retreat nestled between mountains and sea. The Maya ruins of Uxmal in Yucatan showcase the architectural brilliance of this ancient civilization. The Pyramid of the Magician, with its oval shape and imposing height, is the heart of the site. The governor's palace displays an intricate and impressive facade, symbolizing the political power of the ancient city. The charming House of the Turtles, adorned with sculptures of these sacred animals, reminds us of the spiritual connection with nature and the rain god, Chac. We conclude our journey also in Yucatan, home to one of humanity's greatest events. It was here that a massive asteroid collided 66 million years ago, creating the Chicxulub crater and triggering the extinction of the dinosaurs. This event shaped the planet, marking the end of one era and the beginning of another. The Mexican territory holds natural and architectural treasures that go far beyond what we've explored. On every corner of this ancient country, we discover a new wonder waiting to be unveiled. Over 772,200 square miles of land where nature and history intertwine, creating landscapes and monuments that make us want to always return and discover more. Location. Our journey through Mexico begins by observing its privileged position on the globe. Located in the southern part of North America, this territorial giant stretches between the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, in a strategic position that makes it a natural bridge between North America and Central America. As we explore its land borders, we find the United States to the north, with a border that extends over 1,865 miles, crossing deserts, mountains, and rivers. To the south, Mexico's territory meets Guatemala with 595 miles of border, and Belize with 120 miles shared. Its maritime borders encompass the Pacific Ocean to the west, the Gulf of Mexico to the east, and the Caribbean Sea in the Yucatan Peninsula region. With a total area of almost 772,200 square miles, Mexico is the 13th largest country in the world in terms of land area. Its territory is divided into 32 federal entities, including Mexico City, and features a surprisingly diverse geography. The Mexican territory is divided into 6 distinct geographic regions, each with its own characteristics. In the north, we find vast desert areas, such as the Sonoran Desert and arid plains. The northwest region comprises the Baja California Peninsula, with a desert climate and mountainous landscapes. The states of Baja California and Baja California Sur are part of this region. The central part of the country presents a high population density. Mexico City is located in this region. The Gulf region corresponds to the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, with a hot and humid climate and rich biodiversity. The states of Veracruz, Tabasco, and Yucatan are part of this region. In the Pacific region, we find the Pacific Ocean coast, with mountainous landscapes and a wide variety of climates. The states of Sinaloa, Nayarit, and Jalisco are part of this region. And in the south, we find the country's most southern region, with a hot and humid climate and great cultural and ethnic diversity. The states of Chiapas and Oaxaca are part of this region. In our vertical exploration of Mexican territory, we find impressive contrasts. The highest point in the country is the majestic Pico de Orizaba, also known as Citlaltépetl, a dormant volcano rising 18,500 feet above sea level, with its perpetually snow-capped peak. The lowest point is found in the Laguna Salada in Baja California, an impressive 33 feet below sea level. Mexico's river system is dominated by important rivers that shape the landscape. The Rio Grande, known locally as Rio Bravo, marks part of the northern border, while the Grijalva and Usumacinta rivers flow through the southern part of the country. The hydrographic system also includes the Lerma-Santiago River, one of the longest in the territory, and the Lagartos River, among many others, in addition to the seas that wash its shores. Mexico's climate is surprising for its diversity. Due to its varied geography and vast territory, the country presents multiple types of climates. In the coastal regions, the tropical climate predominates, with high temperatures and abundant rainfall. The interior of the country, especially in the north, experiences arid and semi-arid climates, while mountainous areas have temperate climates. This climatic variety contributes to the country's extraordinary biodiversity and directly influences the different ecosystems found in its territory. History. The history of Mexico begins long before the arrival of Europeans, over 13,000 years ago, with the first peoples already inhabiting these lands, developing advanced agricultural techniques, and laying the foundations of the great civilizations that would follow. Between 1500 BC and 300 AD, the Olmecs flourished as the first great Mesoamerican civilization. They established important ceremonial centers and left behind an impressive artistic legacy, including the famous colossal heads that continue to intrigue researchers. The city of Teotihuacán emerged as the largest metropolis in the Americas around the year 450 AD, housing over 150,000 inhabitants. This planned city, with its monumental pyramids, influenced all subsequent cultures in the region. The Maya made remarkable advances in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. They developed an accurate calendar and a sophisticated writing system, leaving a legacy of impressive cities like Chichén Itzá and Palenque. In the 14th century, the Aztecs founded Tenochtitlan, present-day Mexico City, building one of the world's grandest cities on a lake. Their empire dominated much of Mexico's territory when the Spanish arrived in 1519. The arrival of Hernán Cortés marked the beginning of a profound transformation. In 1521, after alliances with rival Aztec peoples and a series of bloody battles, the Aztec Empire fell to Spanish rule. Thus began the colonial period, which would last 3 centuries. During the colonial period, the territory was known as New Spain. The Catholic Church gained enormous influence, building monumental cathedrals and monasteries, while silver mining made the region one of the richest in the Spanish Empire. In 1810, Father Miguel Hidalgo initiated the fight for independence with his famous Cry of Dolores. After 11 years of conflict, Mexico finally achieved independence in 1821 under the leadership of Agustín de Iturbide. The 19th century brought significant challenges. The country lost approximately half of its territory to the United States during the Mexican-American War from 1846 to 1848. Later, Mexico faced a French invasion that resulted in the brief empire of Maximilian of Habsburg. Modern Mexico began with the Mexican Revolution in 1910, when Porfirio Diaz, who had ruled the country for over 30 years, was overthrown. Revolutionary leaders like Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata fought for land reform and social justice in a conflict that lasted a decade and profoundly transformed the nation. In the 20th century, Mexico experienced what is known as the Mexican Miracle, a period of accelerated economic growth between the 1940s and 1970s. The country modernized rapidly, becoming one of Latin America's leading economies. Today, Mexico is a democratic federal republic with a diversified economy and strong cultural influence on the global stage, while preserving its rich cultural heritage that blends ancient traditions with the modernity of the 21st century. Cities. Our journey through Mexico's main cities begins in Mexico City, the nation's capital, located at 7,350 feet above sea level. This vibrant metropolis, home to about 9.2 million people in its central area, pulses with an electrifying energy that blends past and present. As the political, economic, and cultural center of the country, Mexico City is a cultural melting pot, with influences from indigenous peoples, Spaniards, and other parts of the world. Historic neighborhoods like Coyoacán, with its cobblestone streets and colorful colonial mansions, reveal the city's artistic soul, immortalized in the works of Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. In addition to its rich history and culture, Mexico City offers a vibrant nightlife and diverse cuisine that reflects the population's diversity. However, like many large metropolises, the city faces challenges such as pollution and social inequality. Next, we head to Guadalajara, in Jalisco, Mexico's second most populous city, with approximately 1.5 million residents. Known as the Pearl of the West, this city enchants with its rich cultural heritage. The Instituto Cultural Cabañas, founded in 1791 by Guadalajara's bishop, initially served as an orphanage. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, renowned for its historic murals and neoclassical architecture. On weekends, the traditional San Juan de Dios market, the largest covered market in Latin America, buzzes with the colors, aromas, and authentic flavors of Mexican culture. As the birthplace of mariachi, Guadalajara offers a unique musical experience, with live serenades and street performances. The Jalisco region is globally famous for tequila production, and visitors can explore distilleries and taste this iconic drink. The city's nightlife is equally vibrant, offering a wide range of bars and restaurants for all tastes. Monterrey stands out as the most industrialized city in Mexico. The capital of Nuevo León, it is considered the country's industrial hub, hosting major steel plants, technology industries, and financial centers. Parque Fundidora, a former steelworks transformed into a vibrant cultural space, perfectly symbolizes this blend of industrial heritage and modernity. The Macro Plaza, one of the largest public squares in the world, offers a spectacular view of the city skyline framed by the majestic Sierra Madre Oriental. With a well-educated population and a high standard of living, Monterrey is recognized for its quality of life. The city's climate, with well-defined seasons, provides a pleasant environment for its residents. Cancun, in the state of Quintana Roo, tops the list of Mexican tourist destinations, welcoming over 6 million visitors annually. This planned city, built in the 1970s, has become one of the world's premier vacation spots. The famous Hotel Zone, a strip of land shaped like the number 7 between the Caribbean Sea and Nishupte Lagoon, is home to luxury resorts and bustling nightlife. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula, Cancun offers easy access to Mayan archaeological sites like Chichén Itzá and Tulum, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the region's rich history. Population. Mexico is home to a vibrant and diverse population of approximately 130 million people, making it the 10th most populous country in the world. The Mexican population is predominantly young, with an average age of 29, bringing energy and dynamism to the country's development. Mexicans are known for their strong family ties, with multiple generations often sharing the same household. Traditional celebrations like Dia de los Muertos showcase how ancient indigenous traditions harmoniously blend with modern elements, creating unique and vibrant cultural expressions. Spanish is the official language, spoken by 98% of the population. However, the country preserves extraordinary linguistic diversity, with 68 officially recognized indigenous languages, such as Nahuatl and Maya, spoken by approximately 7.4 million people. This linguistic richness reflects the deep cultural heritage of Mexico's indigenous peoples. Religion plays a fundamental role in Mexican society. Catholicism is predominant, practiced by about 80% of the population. In recent decades, other Christian denominations have grown significantly, now representing approximately 15% of Mexicans. Indigenous spiritual practices also remain alive, often blending with Catholic traditions. Regarding safety, Mexico faces significant challenges. The homicide rate in 2023 was 25.2 per 100,000 inhabitants, with considerable regional variations. Authorities have implemented various strategies to improve public security, and some states have crime rates comparable to those of developed countries. Mexico's birth rate has shown a declining trend over the past decades, reflecting social and economic changes. Currently, the average stands at 2.1 children per woman, close to the population replacement rate. This marks a significant transformation compared to the 1970s, when the average was 6.8 children per woman. Cuisine. Mexican cuisine, declared an intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO, is renowned as one of the most flavorful and complex in the world, preserving the millenary history of great civilizations through its dishes. Our gastronomic adventure begins with tacos, true ambassadors of this rich and diverse cuisine. This versatile creation goes far beyond a simple filled tortilla, offering everything from fresh Baja-style seafood to the traditional al pastor, where spice-marinated meat is grilled on a vertical spit and served with pineapple. Guacamole, a direct legacy of the Aztecs, turned avocado into a culinary masterpiece. Its name comes from the Nahuatl word ahuacamole, and its traditional preparation combines ripe avocados with tomatoes, onions, cilantro, lime, and jalapeno peppers in a perfect harmony of flavors. Tortillas, a fundamental base of this gastronomy for over 10,000 years, are traditionally made with nixtamalized corn dough, a process developed by the Mesoamerican peoples. They serve as the foundation for many dishes, including quesadillas, which transform a simple tortilla with cheese into a canvas for infinite culinary creations. Pozole, which began as a ritual dish for the Aztecs, has evolved into a comforting soup made with special corn, meat, and seasonings. Chili con carne, rooted in ancient preservation techniques, combines meat, beans, and chilies in a hearty dish that warms both body and soul. Cochinita pibil, a treasure of the Yucatan Peninsula, is a Mayan masterpiece where pork marinated in achiote and citrus is traditionally roasted in an underground oven. Mole poblano, with its more than 20 ingredients, including chocolate and various chilies, represents the perfect fusion of indigenous and European cuisines. From the border region comes the burrito, with its generous flour tortilla embracing a bountiful filling, while nachos, created in 1943 by Chef Ignacio Nacho Anaya, conquered the world with their crispy tortillas topped with cheese and jalapenos. This journey through Mexico's flavors reveals a cuisine that is much more than food. It is a living cultural expression that preserves ancient techniques while embracing innovations, telling the story of a people passionate about their gastronomy through its aromas and flavors. Government and economy. Mexico follows a republican, presidential, and federal system of government, divided into 3 independent branches: executive, legislative, and judiciary. The current president of Mexico is Claudia Sheinbaum, who took office on October 1st, 2024, succeeding Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Sheinbaum, 61, is a physicist and former mayor of Mexico City, and the first woman to hold the presidency of the country. On the economic front, Mexico stands out as the 12th largest economy in the world. According to World Bank data, the country recorded a GDP of approximately $1.8 trillion in 2023, while its per capita GDP reached just over $13,000, reflecting both challenges and progress in income distribution. The composition of Mexico's GDP reveals a diversified economy, with the services sector representing 60% of economic activity, followed by industry at 30% and agriculture at 10%. The automotive, manufacturing, technology, and tourism industries are fundamental pillars of the economy. In the 2023 Index of Economic Freedom, Mexico ranks 68th among 184 countries, classified as moderately free. The country's tax burden accounts for approximately 16% of GDP, one of the lowest among OECD countries. The cost of living in Mexico's major cities varies significantly. While Mexico City offers moderate costs for a capital, other cities like Monterrey and Guadalajara provide a good cost-benefit ratio. A middle-class family spends an average of 60% of its income on basic needs, such as housing, food, and transportation. Mexico's labor market faces significant challenges. The unemployment rate in 2023 was 3.2%. However, this figure masks a substantial informality rate in the labor market, which affects about 50% of the economically active population. The sectors employing the most workers are services, manufacturing, and tourism. Socially, the country ranks 74th in the Global Human Development Index, HDI. This ranking reflects important progress over recent decades in areas such as education and life expectancy, although significant challenges remain in reducing social inequality. The Mexican economy benefits from its strategic position, with privileged access to North American and Latin American markets through various trade agreements, including the USMCA, formerly NAFTA. This international integration, combined with a robust domestic market, positions Mexico as a key player in the global economy. And so, we conclude our journey through Mexico, one of the most extraordinary countries in the world, though still facing significant challenges. If you also found this content surprising, help the Mundo Real channel continue bringing you revealing documentaries like this one. Activate the notification bell, leave a like, and share it with your friends who also love discovering spectacular places. See you in the next video with more incredible stories from our real world.